so strong, especially when you can take control of the LG room specifically and Corrupted Keep, and you have totems at your back too. It's just a cesspool up there of control and damage. But I mean, I know, again, this is unofficial since we're not real people, but I'm going to say Liquid on this one.
I think I can echo that one, I believe. But I really
They're
do want to
gonna
see how far Wenger and Bus Driver are going to go, as we heard from our experts up there, the so-called. We're looking at Wenger and Bus Driver kind of coming together for the first time here on LAN, and we're always looking for some of these teams to really solidify, really gel. You know, every Dehang has got to have his Rafa out there somewhere.
Look at that, they're having a great time.
Yeah,
they're all smiles, and that's what it's about, okay? We'll see if that smile lasts as we get into this.
Are you saying this game is about having fun?
I had fun once. It was terrible.
It was terrible, and
Get off my
now
lawn.
we're here.
Yeah.
All right, but we're going to be looking at this first matchup here very shortly. Corrupted Keep is loading up. Here we are, and here we are about to go.
Very, very excited here. I wonder...
Is this lineup real? Is this real?
I was going to say.
No, it's not real. Okay.
I got excited.
On our screens for a second, we saw Strog, we saw Scalebearer, we saw Sewerlag, but we're going to be sticking with Strog and Galena for Team Liquid, and then Visor Galena for the Vengabus. And the Vengabus is coming in indeed. We got Rafa starting off on the heavy armor, immediately just looking for a little bit of a low angle, coming back through, eating that totem, knowing it's going to happen, but he's got his own totem up, as well as a shotgun. Wenger going down as the first blood and second blood for Rafa.
Two fantastic quick frags there.
And then Dehang just kills himself.
Yeah, he's like, mulligan. I need a mulligan. Doing a good job of controlling this LG area as Wenger needs to back off, trying to pepper in with that tri-bolt, but Rafa pushes in with machine gun LG combo to take him out. Mega goes to Liquid. The cutoff in the middle there. He gets the frag on Bus Driver, tries to gauntlet Wenger, and Wenger says no.
That gauntlet was very close to happening as well. He's going to be able to survive that, not quite deny the pickup for the heavy armor. And once you're caught there, yeah, it's a little bit like, going to come through that teleporter. It's going to hurt. It's going to suck. It's going to have to happen. Yeah. But now we got Dehang up here, looking a little bit more brunette than usual.
Rockets.
But we got, oh my God, a great rocket LG combo, taking hardly any damage. LG on LG, backing around the corner, not wanting to take the machine gun from afar, but there it is from Bus Driver.
Yeah, good swap there. Melting him down before he gets those 225s. Wenger will actually get the Mega and work his way back towards Rockets and says, I don't want Rockets. I'm just going to push in for the LG, and well done there, taking the frag onto Hanks. Watches, swaps machine gun, tries to take down Rafa. Rafa staying alive, has that pocket totem. We'll go up to Trampoline, and that'll be death every time. As Wenger has the information now, trying to pepper all that machine gun into Dehang, but Rafa takes Wenger down. Then we have just a bunch of trades, but the power-up goes to Dehang.
Indeed it does. He's going to be waiting for this next Mega. There it is. He still doesn't have his peeker back up just yet, but there's the heavy armor taken away. A good one single solitary shot out from the SSG. But Dehang will still be here looking for more bodies off the quad. He's not wanting to get too stuck on a single fight, especially here at the teleporter, just because, yeah, somebody can just run around you forever, it seems. But Dehang just wants to break it off. Coming back in here with the peeker, looking for bodies, looking for info, and getting Wenger down with the last second of that quad.
Did he go to flight school? It was amazing.
Yeah.
Waits on an LG of his own. He's going to get caught out in that shaft. Wow, good rocket there. Trying to keep him away. Needs to be careful. Wenger trying to pepper with nails. And wow, the last one will actually hit Dehang square in the face.
Yeah, that was good accuracy with the nail gun. I mean, it's very difficult to avoid the LG there, of course, but now we've got Bus Driver down below, popping back through the teleporter. Doesn't have his own totem up yet, so that might not have been the ideal time for that assault. He's looking for some backup here from Wenger as well. Not quite going to get it as Rafa waiting for this Mega. He's going to be able to get it. We got Dehang back up top as well. Rafa can actually come down through here and look for some of the remains of the day.
It's pretty good machine gun damage on the exit there. As Wenger's going to get caught up on these 225s, but Bus Driver's right behind him to back him up. Pocket totem will come out from Rafa. He can use it whenever he needs to, as he uses it to defend that telly. Catches out Bus Driver in the red room, and now he's going to be on the hunt for Wenger, as Wenger trying to stay alive over by that tri-bolt area, just peppering rockets as best he can.
And here we got Rafa down to 5 HP, getting pummeled into the top of the ceiling. Finally getting pulled on down as Bus Driver's taking a little bit of damage himself. Wondering where it's all coming from. We have a double liquid collapse onto the heavy armor, and Bus Driver is getting no assist from Wenger just yet. Well, there's Wenger at the other side of the map, finally taken down to Hang. So there's the trade they're looking for. Only down by 4 frags, but 5 seconds to the next protection. It's going to be no such luck on the Mega at the moment.
Oh, and Rafa just drops onto that shaft so strong, and that is unfortunate. Stack was looking so good, but Wenger will take over this protection, gets the Mega as well, and now he's trying to find the frags.
And good rocket jump series could be right back out into Hang's face. But look at all this LG damage he's taking. Venger still taking a lot of hurt here as the heavy armor is left up for him. Here's the popping of the piercing sight coming back in. Looking for Rafa to go down. To Hang back behind the statue. Will not be able to hide.
Yeah, had the gauntlet out and he was like, chase me. And he's like, I'm going to chase you from this other direction if that's cool. And they close the gap to 1 frag now. But both players looking really weak on Vengabus.
Yeah, they really did have to extend out for a lot of that. Even with the protection, all those rocket jumps will add up and take its toll. Venger able to take a little bit of health here, but there's the peek out to Hang, tying it up nicely with the rocket as well.
To the face, man.
Yeah, I mean, the Hang's...
That's just rude.
The OG peaks. That's a tough corner to play. Nice rocket pops, but it's really hard to go for the finisher there. But it's just the 1 frag between them. Venger getting LG'd on down, and Hang getting his own frag off against Bus Driver with a machine gun. So Rafa looking for a bit more help. And Windows Defender. Make sure that's on. Yeah. We got Rafa. Take it away. Heavy armor just bullying everybody else off of it.
Yeah, still really weak, trying to get out of this situation. Bus Driver gonna push with the shotgun and get the frag. Keeping it really close on this first map.
Ooh, nice shots there, added to Hang. Good rockets even midair. Going for the peeker play and not quite getting that, but getting a lot of damage off and still surviving that. Taking over the teleporter exit with the Mega back up. It's gonna be free health for him as we've got 18 seconds to the next quad.
Bus Driver flying in with rockets, eats a lot of LG, and with 10 seconds left, to Hang trying to fight off as best he can. Venger will get in there with the nail gun. So a decent time to reset here. Yeah. And now it's time for setting up for the power-up.
It's not a bad time for anybody to die. You just want to spawn, grab something, and just get into the party. But it's going to be Rafa floating everybody with that quad LG, even expecting the drop down onto the Mega. So nicely done there, able to defend that, able to get the health back up. And this is going to give them the gap that they wanted, at least.
Yeah, 6 frags and looking to extend even more. The LG tickle around the corner will not land, but Rafa's more than happy to take control. Pushes in with that shotgun up close, switches to the rockets, gets the frag. Will he get one more as it's counting down to Hang, fighting over by the Mega. Bus Driver will take him down. Rafa not quite there to back him up, might get caught out in the red room here.
Nice corner play by Vengabus towards the end of that, but we got Bus Driver getting pulled on down as well, which is going to leave Venger in a pretty nasty state. Fortunately, Bus Driver got a spawn on the similar side of the map, so he's able to defend here pretty quickly, but without any weapons, it's going to be hard going. Bus Driver's able to make that a frag trade. Oh, wow. Was looking for another one, but Dehang's able to shut him down.
Yeah, great shotgun work there from Dehang. Venger taking down Rafa over by that LG here. Dehang peppering with that nail gun. 25 HP, needs to be careful. No 25s to work with over in the Boneyard as Rafa takes down Bus Driver. Venger takes down Rafa and Dehang.
Yeah, Dehang was in a bad spot. He wanted to wait for that Mega, but he didn't want to go through the teleporter. So it's going to be a nice pair of frags there from Venger. That Mega's not going to be helping him out for too long, however, as he's looking for some more corner damage, but he's going to have to give up the play for the heavy armor for the moment. Coming back into it, Dehang almost getting pulled on down, but there's another trade.
Great shotgun work. Rafa there gets the frag, and again, 25 seconds till the power up. Playing for this Mega here is Rafa trying to get the frag on there, and there it is, that totem. Can't go through there. Have to watch your step. Rafa will get the 50 shard with 15 seconds. Like his stack's looking pretty good. He's going to melt Venger, move on to Bus Driver, and eliminate him with the... Dehang will actually steal both of those, but Rafa did the initial damage, and that's fine. It's a team game. Doesn't matter. 35 to 26, 5 seconds till the power up, and Venger will get taken down by the rockets.
I mean, Dehang is a career kill stealer. I mean, even this protection is going to be setting up a lot of these frags for Rafa. He's actually doing a lot of damage with the SSG here, coming back in towards Rocket Launcher. Even with 13 HP, doesn't think it's worth it. He's going to have the Mega held off for him. Here comes the chase back into the red room. Bus Driver goes down. Venger back over towards the heavy. And this rocket jump from Rafa nearly putting him right up in his face.
Yeah, but again, getting both items with the power up, and they went on quite a tear even before they got it. And it looks like Vengabus is the one going on a ride here as Rafa eats that telly, has the stack for, and he's going to melt both Bus Driver and almost Venger as he escapes, but Dehang is right around the corner to finish him off. Bus Driver getting caught out in rockets here. Good defensive rockets as he forces Rafa back around the corner.
It is interesting as we're starting to call, hey, doing 60 damage against Rafa is some really good stuff, but you see Rafa immediately breaking away. And that's one of the interesting things about this patch, I think, is that you have many more abilities, even in 2v2, to leave a fight and go look for some extra health, which means that if you're playing smart, you're going to have more opportunities for that to go well for you.
Yeah, 43 to 30 here. Liquid looking absolutely solid as Bus Driver gets taken down by Dehang. Rafa looking a little weak. Does have a pocket totem to work with. Is he's trying to machine gun down Wenger. Bus Driver working his way towards Rocket. Shotgun out 40 damage, and Bus Driver will find Rafa from behind.
Nice. Good double there from Bus Driver. It's going to be him getting the heavy. As you can see, Wenger's got hardly any health whatsoever. They've now got 12 frags to pick up. It's really good damage out of Bus Driver, but he's going to be losing most of his stack, especially with those nails coming out from Dehang.
Wow.
And there's Dehang coming back in for the finisher.
Yeah, like a carpenter using that nail gun. And there's the peeker again, and another frag from Dehang with the peeker.
He's just strogging off everybody he can. It's going to be Wenger. LG'd on down to Dehang, taking hardly any damage, picking up some of that sweet, sweet Stryant. It's not quite going to give him the frag that he needed, but they're only 3 frags away from taking Corrupted Keep.
Bus Driver's so weak, he's still pushing on through, and Dehang finally takes him out. And they get the power up, and surely this will be it. 49-35, and the machine gun in the red room will take him out. Dominating performance by Liquid on that first map. Look at that.
I got to echo
fuels him.
what Machiavelli, I believe, was saying earlier, where you are looking at Liquid in general, but Dehang in particular for going, Strog, okay, I'm going to be the reason Strog gets nerfed in a patch. Or going Clutch, I'm going to be the reason Clutch gets nerfed in a patch. Like, Dehang is always that guy to kind of push the envelope and do things with champions that nobody really expected, which is why I was kind of hoping to see him do crazy things with Aizen, but, you know, that got banned out.
Yeah. Unfortunate to see, but I mean, it's always a treat to see him play Strog and Peeker. So much damage coming out of that Peeker.
Absolutely, and again, this game of Corrupted Keep was actually a little bit stronger out of Liquid than even I was expecting. Usually with Liquid, we see them have like the first minute or two where they might not even necessarily be winning, but by the time like the second power-up comes up, then they're really going to be hitting their stride, but they knew exactly what their game plan was from the very first moments here.
Yeah, usually kind of see them slow grind and get stronger and stronger, but right out of the gates, they were just kind of like, we're here to take over.
Yeah.
So, yeah, making a statement early, and bad news for Vengabus. But, you know, you play best of 3, all right? You can't just win the first. So let's see.
That is how best of 3 works.
I think so.
You get to play at least 2 maps.
Yep.
And number 2 is going to be Awoken, so it's going to be some familiar ground for us here today this morning. But is it morning? Is it what time even
Time
is
is a construct, and it doesn't matter, my friend. But what does matter is we're going to go into Awoken, and Vengabus needs to win this to force a map 3. Can they do it? With the performance on Corrupted Keep, I don't know. It's a little sketchy.
Again, Rafa and Tim are looking really, really strong there.
Look at that. Deep breaths, all right?
We always get that, though. I mean, it's one of the things I appreciate about Rafa is that he doesn't take anything lightly. He never goes, oh, I'm just going to write this off and no big deal.
Yeah, every game's a championship game. You got to take it all seriously. As Machiavelli mentioned before, even in practice, they practice the way that they want to play in the big tournaments. That's how you make sure you don't form bad habits.
Yeah, it's a problem for him now because now he's addicted to trophies.
Yeah, it's a problem. It's a severe addiction. I don't want to see what happens when he doesn't get trophies.
Oh, well. I mean, we saw QuakeCon, right?
Too soon. Too soon.
All right, but these guys are looking like they're putting their heads together.
Bus Driver's like, all right, let's try and win this one. How do you feel about that one?
Novel concept, but yeah, Awoken is going to be rough. I mean, there's very little time to kind of become cognizant of what exactly is going wrong. Very little time to kind of communicate that. Awoken is constantly putting you right back into the melee. But again, Wenger, like, he has some of the craziest aim in the game. He has just like really excellent just raw movement skills, good reactions, and not only just like raw reactions, but also determining very quickly, all right, I need to be off this angle, I need to be on this angle, Rocket needs to go here, switch to machine gun now. Like, he's really got those beats in there.
Yeah.
Whether it's enough to beat them on Awoken,
I'm really excited to see Wenger's rail, because his rail is insane, especially on Awoken and some of these duels that I've watched. Insane rails, the angles through the portal, just everything, down into the sewer by heavy machine gun. I look forward to seeing that and seeing if he could really utilize that rail and get some of those big shots off.
It's one of the great things about 2v2 is that it's still a format that's small enough that allows you to kind of shine with the railgun, you know, and in 4v4 sometimes it can just be like, oh, well, I got a weapon, but I'm dead now.
Yeah, I mean,
which is beautiful in its own way, but here we get to see these guys really perform well.
Yeah, we saw Steege earlier putting on a clinic with the rail. So much so that they didn't even care that Danda King had the power-up. But who will get the power-up in Awoken? Map number 2 of the series. We're going to get into it right meow.
All right. course, this overview is giving us a look at all the dangerous areas, all the places you can get knocked off the map and into the swamps of eternal sadness. We have the GLs, we have the HLs, we got the Vengabus versus Team Liquid. Map 2, it's going to be Bus Driver getting the initial pickup for the heavy armor, but immediately taking rockets, getting popped off, popped onto the jump pad, and walking out of there going, I had armor. Things were going really well for about half a second.
Yep, everyone has a plan until they get rocketed in the face. He's going to get that rail, use that totem earlier for a little bit of healing. He might be able to catch out Dehang or Rafa here. There it is. Great rail onto Dehang as he's slowly advancing. And he's like, I'd like this LG, please.
That was my problem. Didn't have a rail, but we got mines cleared on the teleporter exit. Rafa goes on down again. And now we've got Bus Driver looking to collapse onto the top T, but he's got to be very careful here. He doesn't have a great stack of his own, misses his own rail. Rafa for the finisher on the LG, and that's one of the things you're really looking forward to. You don't want to let any of that damage from like Dehang's rail go to waste. I've railed him, he's going to be weak. Let's finish this, let's get this one on the board in black and white.
Yeah, and that's something that Liquid is so good at doing, is they have clear, concise comms about exactly what's happening and who took the most damage, and they know how to finish and help each other out.
I mean, if you're looking for a masterclass on comms, just go watch any of their streams.
Yeah, and it's absolutely so calm and collected when they speak, even in the heat of the moment, down like 2 frags from the limit. They're still like, yeah, 10 HP, Galena here, I'm passive. It's just like robotic and surgical.
Yeah, that's how we like it.
Exactly.
All right, so Dehang here just defending with Tribal. It's going to be a big for Ka over the quad. Could get knocked off. We got Venger on it. We got Bus Driver on it. Venger's going to be handing it off to Bus Driver by the look of it, as Bus Driver's going to be taking a ton of damage, down to 12 HP, certainly calling out, hey, Venger, please come get this, but there it is.
Venger trying to take over now. Gets that heavy. That's a good start here. Now has that rail out looking for these shots. Can he get one over in the LG room? Rafa with fantastic LG at first. Almost melts Venger. Bus Driver there to back him up. 225s to work with. Again, trying to push forward, but these defensive rockets and wow, here's the rail that we were talking about earlier. Venger gets his money's worth at the end there.
Yeah, so 2 fantastic rails on that quad, but you could see how effectively Liquid was just running them back the entire time. However, that has put Vengabus temporarily 1 frag in the lead. Venger's gonna be pretty weak himself, just trying to defend, dodging out some of these rails. Rafa finally getting his own in and bringing things back together.
Making his way towards the banana now, has that vision. I'm surprised they didn't ban out visor.
That's a wall, Rafa. That is a wall.
He's like, I can't tell anymore. I see everything.
Looking for the headshot, not quite going to get it. We got a few more seconds to both the heavy and the mega. We got Rafa down at the nail gun with the option to select on either of them, but putting pressure on both for sure. We got both Venga boys spawned and spotted down at the armor, and so Bus Driver's going to be having a lot of trouble getting back out of here.
Yeah, Venger with a good frag on to Dehang to back up Bus Driver. Bus Driver with that totem on the telly, misses the rail, 80 HP, very railable, needs to be careful as they both make their way over to the LG. Trying to get Venger back to a normal stack here, using those 225s over on the banana. Oof, Rafa with the LG on the Bus Driver absolutely melts him.
And he comes back around the corner even with 83 health, so he's looking for another fight here, popping the piercing sight, looking for Vengabus here. Great LG work, and with the protection coming up, this is absolutely the time to try to finish him off. We have a switch over to Doom Guy from Venger, actually, so he's looking to mix things up here a little bit, but it's only 2 frags in the lead for Liquid. I'm not sure if this is tilt the clock yet.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe they're just like, this isn't working, we need to switch, but Rafa trying to put in some work, misses that peak rail, I guess, through the crack, 74 HP. He's content with just trying to get the heavy, playing really, really slow as they have a 2 frag lead here.
It's going to be very patient about this heavy. It's going to be a fairly passive play on the protection, but there's the clean pickup. And we don't have either player from the Vengabus really even wanting to approach the heavy at the moment. Great shotgun work coming out of Rafa. Can't quite commit to that frag. And Venger is going to be able to turn that one back around. Where was Dehang this entire time?
Yeah, no idea, but they tied it up. Dehang fighting for his life. Here's Venger trying to get in there and punch him to death. Bus Driver takes out Dehang. Rafa takes out Venger and Bus Driver and is like, I got your back, sorry. I was a little busy, but I'm here now. Gets in on the mega as well, and he's going to drop down and melt Bus Driver and possibly Venger as he gets caught up by the heavy. Venger will get 1 for his money. The swap to rail's fantastic. Misses the follow-up. The LG tickle is enough to take it.
Yeah, and Venger was even going, oh, I'm dead. Just kill me now, please. End my misery.
End me. Great rail from Venger again, but Dehang finishes him off with the nail. Bus Driver takes out Rafa, and Dehang's right there to trade it back out. 19-16, still a very close one. Wow, going to the heavens with that one. Good switch to machine gun there. Rafa getting his damage in while he can.
No railgun out of Rafa there, but we're going to be looking at 30 seconds to the next quad. We got Rafa about to get his piercing sight back up. Not sure if he's going to use it immediately or wait a little bit before the quad comes up. But Dehang's able to take down Venger. They're both going to be on the lookout for Bus Driver, as they're actually taking a small break here in the LG room. Of course, Rafa needs it. Dehang needs a little bit more stack, but that gives the Vengabus at least a little bit of time to set up on the rail side of the map. But here comes the attack. Here comes the assault, trying to trade off some rails.
Pops the vision too, so you can try and get some cheeky damage in. He's going to miss a rail and get forced out. Looks like he tried to rock jump back up, but unfortunately for Rafa, no rockets. The LG isn't going to be a good enough. Pushes Venger back.
Nice.
The Bus Driver's right there to pick up the power up and melt everybody.
Let's see if Bus Driver can go from New York to San Francisco and intercity disco with this quad and the LG. We have really good damage coming out of the Tri-Bolt. That is going to give Bus Driver some cause for pause. He might have to pump the brakes just a little bit, as he's, again, just going to be taking all this hurt now, having to spend some of the time on this quad, taking away the Mega. By the way, I love the way that nail gun looks on the side there.
That was phenomenal Tri-Bolt from Dehang to keep him out. Oh,
Dink.
Almost dies anyway. But
so just as he runs out of quad, it's going to be Rafa coming back in with machine gun. Still 2 frags up for Team Liquid.
yeah, Liquid did a great job there to try and minimize the damage done by that power-up. Great rail from Rafa right there. Is he going to get another one? No. Did make the jump that could have saved his life. As Bus Driver will get 50 shard down by the drive-through window. Rafa trying to get as many rails in as he can. He's actually going to leave up the Mega, pursue this frag. Gets one more rail. Dehang finishes off Bus Driver. Mega's still up.
Yeah, we've seen a few attacks on it with both rails and rockets. Dangerous to the point that nobody really wants to be here. Rafa will be showing up, still hitting a rail for his trouble, so good stuff there. Are we going to see the punches work out there? There it is. Nicely done from Venger. Going for the old fisticuffs, throwing down the guns.
Sometimes you got to use your fists, all right?
Yep. He's been practicing a lot by playing Super Turbo Turkey Puncher. 3, actually. 3 Turbo.
Yeah, is that 3S though?
No, just the Turbo.
Oh,
yeah.
Not my favorite, but Dehang throwing down that totem and missing a rail. That's probably not his favorite. He wants to hit those. He's going to go with a follow-up and unfortunately missed that as well. What? Okay. He's like, I don't need a rail for those. I'm going to use my rockets. Switches over to LG as well. Good frags from Dehang.
I mean, Dehang has done that before. He just, he doesn't need to see players so much. He just kind of calculates.
Yeah.
Little known fact, those aren't gunners. That's Google Glass, and he's just running calculations on everybody's positions the whole time.
It's constantly numbers, data, the facts, the figures, the graphs, everything he needs. As now they're 2v1ing over here. Venger trying to help out his teammate. Gets one quick frag onto Rafa with the protection. Needs to extend this a bit more, though. Down 6 still, trying to chase through the LG room.
Yeah.
The LG table. Dehang with a great push through the telly, saying, hey, this LG has some pushback. I don't know if you knew.
Oh, it
14
does.
HP.
And with Venger walking in there with only 28 cells of the LG, he wasn't going to get too much out of it. In fact, he's been completely shut down in that protection run, so it's going to be pretty much a moot power up there as Rafa goes down. So it's still doable here from the Vengabus, but Dehang and Rafa are very close to closing this thing off.
Yep, a little bit of nail gun switch. I like that. Going up the trampoline, a bit psychotic from Dehang, but that'll end up in their favor as Rafa's there to get the frag. 34-25. Dehang stacking back up and using that totem to get back to 100 HP. Rafa gets deleted by Bus Driver, but his last rocket will actually trade out the kill.
Dehang doesn't move back in here for Railgun just yet. Just looking for some info. He's going to get it. A little bit late, though, as he picks up the heavy armor, trying to take some rocket damage. But Rafa's right there with the shoddy to cover his ass.
37-26, slowly spiraling out of control for Vengabus here. They need to take hold of the wheel and try and straighten this out. Dehang with a great frag onto Venger as we get closer and closer to this quad. And that might be the last power up here. Dehang, again, fantastic rockets. Rafa over in the LG room.
It could be, but we still got 20 seconds, and Rafa and Dehang were both a little bit weak on their way back in, so Venger and Bus Driver, they should be able to defend this. Bus Driver goes down, gonna have to see where he respawns, and finding out where these spawns are gonna be absolutely vital as the quad is very imminent. Yep. Venger's gonna have to push in from top T. He's got a long way to go either way. He might even be a little bit late to this quad. Dehang's here to defend. And yeah, there's not going to be any real offense there from the Venga boys. It's going to be Rafa on the quad looking to get these last 9 frags.
Has the LG up, going to grab the heavy, has the stack now. Again, looking for these frags. There's the LG tickle. And immediately trying to find the other frag. 43 to 28.
Yeah, sometimes you just need to stop and not move. Just let them walk into you. It's no big deal.
45 to 28 here is Team Liquid marching on forward. It looks like this might go to them unless Vengabus can pull off a miracle here.
Yeah, Rafa's looking for it. He's got no rockets, very light on the cells, but there's a great double rail in there. As Rafa's we take a little bit of damage here, but back through the teleport is going to be fairly safe. And even coming up into top T with only 40 cells, getting good damage out of it, but getting punched again by Venger.
He's like, if I'm going to lose, I'm going to punch you in the face first. And he takes out Venger and a great switch to rail to get another frag. 48 to 29. Liquid 2 frags away from taking this series.
2 frags, huh?
Yeah. Well, there it is. There's one.
Dehang's looking for this last rail. Not quite going to get it. He's got the rockets, though. He's got the touch. Not just yet. They're going to be looking for one more pickup of the heavy.
This could be it here. Switches to the rockets. Jumps above it. Bus driver going to get melted with this LG. A little bit of totem for insurance. Can he get the frag? And there it is. So Liquid takes it in 2. And poor Vengabus. They got a little bit off track there, huh? A little bit sidetracked. Need a little bit of maintenance on it, maybe? I don't know. Jiffy Lube cover that? I'm not really sure.
Is that still a thing?
I don't know.
Yeah. All right, but it's going to be good stuff. I mean, they're still smiling. They're still going, all right, we didn't have too much to feel bad about in that performance. We were hitting some good stuff. Going up against Team Liquid is never an easy feat, but it's going to be a GG out of them.
Yeah, I mean, defending world champs, it's not an easy match at all. So handshakes come out. Yeah, I don't think they did a terrible job. I mean, they have a little bit to work on going forward, but not bad at all.
I didn't see too many obvious mistakes there. It was, you know, we're getting caught in some bad fights. You respawn, you get caught in another bad fight. We try to rotate. They were on the power-ups the way that they needed to be. And in fact, they even had a few of those pickups. And I think power-up-wise, they were kind of split. But when it came down to, and this is kind of the opposite of our last game, where things were really